Oh, what a long day. I got a lot of used knives today. And I mean a lot, a lot. I don't think I've ever bought this many in one go before. Glad I got to show off my Nkosi to some other people who appreciate good action in folding knives. Now let's see here. I know we have nobody in here so far, but I met somebody today. I met two people today that stick out above the rest, in my opinion. Two knife makers. Mac, what's up? I can see that you said hi, but I'm probably not going to see the rest of your messages. We'll see. Go ahead and say something else, but my finger is hurting very much. I'll explain it here in a sec. I want to look up this guy for you guys. Anyway, brand new knife. I traded my my small Nkosi for this, plus $30 on top. So I got this plus $30 for my small Nkosi that I've been trying to get rid of for like 5 months. Huge win right there, in my opinion. Now this guy that I want you guys to see, this guy makes some really nice shit. Basically, he makes a knife similar to the Backpacker, but it costs $200. You can't take the scales off. Anyway, this is why my fingers are hurting. The detent on this is very, very strong, so I'll have to talk to TJ and see if he plans on making some lighter springs for this model. But it was sitting on his table at the knife show. I'm assuming it hadn't sold because it was left-handed, because there's only space for the clip on the left side and not on the right side, which apparently isn't that hard to fix. But I traded my small Nkosi for this, and I'm very happy. Now, for all the used knives that I bought today, that I will be cleaning here on stream, we got 3 Elementums, a Yonder, a QSP Penguin, a Wee Banter, a Civivi something, and then this baby Banter as well. And then I got a parts knife for my dad's knife. So this is what we'll be cleaning today. Such quiet. This is the one we're cleaning first. I need you guys to wish me luck, because these ones can have issues. Okay. Now the issues that pop up with these ones sometimes is the tab that keeps the pivot screw. No, this one's not my design. This one's from Civivi. I don't know who designed it. No, none of my designs have been released. Okay, this one broke loose. Good. So that means that this knife is going to be fine. Very little to no issues on this one, which is how I prefer it being, because I've broken the tab on one of these things before, and that is a bitch to handle. Oh, I've got a prototype. Yeah, it's just not one of my designs. This is whose was it? This is Knives, I guess. It's his design. I just 3D modeled it. No big deal. I'm not concerned. I see. I don't drink. I find it to be too expensive. It takes way too much alcohol to get me drunk. We got to the prototyping stage, and because the business wasn't doing as well as as it was initially when we made the deal, they wanted us to do a Kickstarter, and we didn't want to pay taxes on the Kickstarter, so it just never went through. Neither of us makes enough money for the taxes of a Kickstarter to be worthwhile. it would completely screw both of us over. So it won't be moving forward until either we can afford it, or until we can afford to pay for them ourselves, or until they wanted us to do a minimum order of 300. I think that the minimum order of 300 was the pricing that they gave us, I think, included tariffs, but now that tariffs are probably higher than they were, um, it doesn't really apply anymore now, does it? It's a conditional price. Nope, I don't. Broken bones bothers me. KC3, what's up? It's rare, but it happens, and I want nothing to do with that. I already explained that to you, man. If I change it over um from top messages to all messages, then all my messages just disappear. And then I have to go and use another phone to read all the messages. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. It's just that I'd rather use the phone that I'm on to read messages than a second phone to read messages. Nope. I don't watch contact sports. I don't watch much of anything, to be honest. Yeah, there isn't much I can help with on that one. Have you tried sending YouTube an email about it? Not everybody that works there is a dickhead, I promise. Just so we're clear, I'm not saying that that everybody's nice. Oh yeah, this one had some crappy stuff in it. There we go. That's going to help with the action so much. I'd like to have a company by the end of the next 10 years, but I don't know. I'm going to stick that in some acetone and leave it there for a little bit while I clean everything else. What do you guys think is a fair price for an Elementum in D2? I've got a number in my head and I want to see if we all agree on this. $50? I'd say that's a decent price. This one, specifically. I have 3 of them. This one's in my Carta. The other 2 are in G10. Freshly cleaned and sharpened, obviously. I don't think we've ever had somebody like that talking towards you on that. AI sucks. Shit like that happens sometimes. Staying mad about it isn't worth worrying about, though. I think if he's willing to take me in, if the guy that makes these is looking for another employee to put them together, I would do that. And I'd be perfectly fine starting out like that. At least doing something that I'm good at. How many times have you said that you were shadow banned? Yeah, I'm really good at assembly. I mean, you guys see me take these things apart all the time. None of my designs are moving forward right now. I'm canceling one of them because it's too complicated for the time being. There's nothing I can do to make it happen. Actually, why am I doing that? Do that last. But yeah, you guys have seen me tear down and put knives together hundreds of times. I'm pretty damn good at it. And if you're doing the same knife over and over again, it's just going to get easier and easier. Especially when you have, like, not machines, but tools to help you put them together. Tools that hold things in place, that's going to make things so much easier. Okay. Now, if I pull this out, not at the moment. I don't have any big plans right now. Other than I am currently a third of the way towards my next Grail knife. So that one is going to happen. And you guys will know what it is probably the week after my birthday. Next year. No, I will not reveal which Grail it is, but it's really nice. It's about 6 months from now. My birthday's in February, so... The hope is that they would be willing to finish the knife on my birthday, so it's got the same birthday. Can I convince them to do it? Maybe. We'll see. They said that they can try their best. It is custom, yes. Professional what? Oh, you mean where they run around and like... where it's kind of like a tag you're it thing? Is that what you're talking about? For some reason, that stuff's pretty entertaining. You have an idea, but you won't say what it is? Fair enough. Oh my god, the action's just so much better now. Okay. This knife is done. Short of the clip being put back on. And yeah, I think I agree that $50 shipped on this would be fair. Oh yeah, it does need sharpened as well. Good point. And the only reason I'm going with 50 instead of 45 is because it's got micarta scales. So we'll sharpen all of these when I'm finished with cleaning all of them. A lot more dirty on this one. It's funny because the action on that feels similar to a Chris Reeve. Well, I carried my Large & Cosi, and then I carried my new knife. It's a Schwartz Enduro in MagnaCut. Oh, more good news. This one wants to come loose too. Thank God. Oh, the other Civivi is a Voltaic. That's what it is. A Voltaic. It's in 14C. It's a stainless frame lock. It's discontinued. They came out like 4 years ago. A Voltaic. Voltaic. Yeah, I had one Elementum that I bought a while back, and I went to take it apart, and somebody put a shit ton of Loctite in the pivot, and it stripped the show side scale of the tab that's supposed to hold the pivot in place, where this has this little cutout right there. There's a G10 tab. It's like the dumbest idea that they could have had for that. If you're talking to me about movies, I have zero opinion. Because I don't watch movies. You got something new. What did you get? A snake? My dad would hate to hear those words. And the next words out of his mouth probably would have been something along the lines of, "No, you didn't." And then something along the lines of, "You're returning that." Someone used vegetable oil on this thing. It fucking stinks. Great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick all these in a box, all the parts. I'm gonna go wash them, and you guys can look at my my fun new knife that I enjoy. Other than it's been killing my thumb and my finger all day. Yeah, exactly. That's why this thing fucking stinks right now. It smells horrible in here. Look at that beauty right there. $285 if you can find one. Wonder how much they are on eBay since they're sold out. Apparently they sold out in like a minute when they went up. And he just happened to have a few at the local knife show. So I traded with the guy that owns the company. The scales are G10. I'm probably going to dye them black. Well, that cleaned up pretty quick. Maybe they'll all clean up like that. I am so glad that I didn't use a Q-tip for this. What about super glue? Oh, yeah, I'm not doing... Oh, there's a little bit of rust on this one. I'll see what I can do to get rid of the rust, but I don't think there's a whole lot I can do on this one. A little bit of rust on the D2. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, there's no super glue in this one. And with Civivis, I won't do super glue because the materials that they use to hold it together aren't strong enough to handle super glue. Yeah, I just don't want to go out in the garage right now. I have my ways of fixing stuff. We'll see if they'll work this time. Overall, though, this knife's in pretty dang good condition. A little bit of rust on the blade, but that's about it. The scale is cleaned off really, really quickly, too. It's D2. It's not a big deal. This steel's going to be fine. I'm just going to take some titanium and rub it against it. That seems to work pretty dang well. So can we all agree that 45 is a fair price for this once I take care of that? $50 for the micarta, but 45 I think is going to be a decent price. The unsub guys are pretty damn funny. Although lately the shit that they're doing is more I've noticed a lot of them talking about the Buffalo school system. Yeah, see, rub the titanium on the rust and it takes the rust off. Well, you guys think I don't find those guys funny? Come on. I've been watching Donut Operator since before he had 30,000 subs, and Brandon since he had before 100,000, I think. Paul Mills, as soon as your thing sent, it auto translated to say, "Hello, me." And I instantly thought of Megadeth. See, this is the exact reason why I leave auto translate turned on. Because you get these funny little things that never would have happened. But yeah, I've been watching these guys forever. I mean, Nick was more of a more recent watch. I think I started watching him like a year or two ago. Nice. Yeah, I finally got rid of my small and Kosi. Now I don't have to deal with that anymore. And the guy I traded it to seemed pretty happy about it, so. Turns out he traded a small Sabenza for something else a while back and he regretted selling or getting rid of his Sabenza. Nothing. I think I bought it for too much and had it priced too high. The Nkosi, anyway. I was watching Demo Ranch before, I think before they hit 100,000. How much are you looking to spend on a large Sabenza? Yeah, I expect that to take a while. Digging through a burnt down house is not going to be a quick endeavor. Especially to find something that's knife sized. I wish you luck in that being found, though. That knife will have one of the most interesting stories. I think I'm about done. The rust is still there, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Most of the deep rust you can't fix unless you want to do destructive stuff like sandpaper. There isn't much more removal that I could do. And I'm not willing to do a Dremel and polish it because I'm scared I might leave an incorrect finish and then it's not going to be worth as much. If my knives could talk. If your knives could talk, what would they be saying? Would they talk shit about you? Because mine probably would. This dude sat in a chair for 7 hours straight watching Rick and Morty. I try and take care of the things that I'm not the end user of, right? So if I spend all this time making them nice so that the next buyer is happy with them. I want them as close to factory as possible. Other than the edge, I always do a better edge than factory. Unless it's like a $400 knife. Sometimes I just leave those with factory edges. I am not getting... If you're talking about a Rockwell tester, or are you talking about a knife? I don't think I've ever heard of this knife. Who makes it? Unless it's from Tactile, then I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was thinking Rockstead too until I was like, that's not right. I was thinking about getting a Rockstead a while back, considering my next my next price range was sitting in the $1,000 range. Rockstead was in the picture. Yeah, I'm definitely not buying somebody else a Rockstead. Oh, you have one? What do you think about their stuff? I've never met anybody that owns one, I don't think, so I'd love to get some feedback on those. So let's see, you have to put this knife together backward. Flawless? Better be for that much money. Yeah, they're like between 900 and I think 2,000. I wanted a Higo too. But I decided if I'm 1,500, I've seen a couple for 1,500. I've seen them sell used for around 9 though. I think I saw a new one for 9 as well. The Higo 2 I think is around 12 though. And that's the one that I was interested in. That is a large loss. What do you guys think about me doing I asked this like last year, but I never implemented it. For payments, if I have like a $10 down payment and it's non-refundable. Yeah, I'm sure that was a custom Demco. Why? Here's the thing, right? When you're spending big bucks on stuff, people don't always have big bucks money. Yeah, a layaway type thing with a down payment, and the down payment is non-refundable. I think it gives people more reason to actually finish paying for shit. Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. I'm very generous when it comes to giving people chances. There's a point when I get fed up though. Oh yeah. Most of the knives that I sell are under 200. Specifically anything over 200. I don't want to be doing layaway on a knife that's $40, right? That's just unfair for both people. And this isn't to be mean, but if you can't afford a $40 knife in one payment, then you have other problems that you need to work on. And that's the truth. It is. But for something that's $200 or above, I could see payments. I'm a reasonable guy. If you guys talk to me about stuff, I'm pretty understanding. But the problems arise when you don't talk to me. Communication is a very important thing in transactions. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. If you need a layaway on $40 on a $40 knife, then you've got bigger problems than buying a knife. You need to go fix those problems. But as I was saying, that's not to be mean. That's just the truth. You need to work on those things before you start buying shit. It's kind of like the whole Klarna thing, right? I try not to do that kind of stuff, and I've yet to need to. But I don't like stretching myself thin like that. Damn it. It's concerning, is what it is. Anyway, back to the Rockstead. I was wanting one of them specifically to try out the ZDP 189 blade steel. And then I realized there's a company called Katsu that does ZDP 189. It's basically the same knife, but way cheaper and probably way lower tolerances. Yeah. It's a high edge retention, low toughness blade steel. So it's usually in a Sanmai configuration. But I've heard great things about its edge retention, and that's all I'm really concerned about. I like knives with high Edge retention. I don't do a whole lot of stuff that requires toughness. I don't remember the chemical composition of ZDP 189. It's not a steel that I look into very often because it's just not common. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if Spyderco did that. See, 440C isn't a bad steel. It just, everybody sucks at heat treating it. When you're heat treating that stuff to Starship Hunter, what's up? When you're heating that stuff to 56 HRC, it's not going to hold an edge. Overall, though, it's not a terrible steel if it's heat treated to what, 60, 61. It's just that nobody does that. Okay, so 45 for that. Let's grab the last Elementum here. DC or MC? What? Gonna need to clarify that one. I have zero experience with Magnamax. I'm waiting until they figure shit out because by the sounds of it, nobody's heat treating it consistently. Spyderco's hitting a 3-point deviation, and that's not usual for them. And I haven't seen much else testing on it. The Boss heat treat system, if I'm not mistaken, is just a conveyor belt. I thought I remember reading somewhere, watching a video on it. Oh. I'd probably go with Marvel. I liked Spider-Man as a kid. I'll be right back. My cat's being loud. Meow. 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 What do you want? Yeah? I'll be back in a minute. What a dork. All right. Back to I've never had to sharpen it, but I have an idea that it is not going to be the easiest. And the reason I think that is because if it can be heat treated up to 67 HRC, don't get me wrong, I would find that to be very fun. But I think Joe Average Sharpener is not going to enjoy it. Stuff like that at 60 HRC or 67 HRC tends to just skate across diamond plates. So you actually need to start with a lower grit plate to do anything. I don't understand why people think that S90V is still really hard to sharpen. It sharpens really nicely. Never handled a Max Ace before. So this one's going to need a thorough cleaning too. You have a mini grip in S90V? Ground Fog, what's up? I don't think that I've ever seen a mini Griptilian or a Griptilian in S90V. That sounds wild. My favorite crossbar lock knife and one of my favorite steels. Well, it's actually the smaller version of my favorite crossbar lock knife, but yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to go clean these. Yeah, if it's an S30V, that makes more sense. There were sprint runs in S90V. God damn. I hate missing out on shit like that. Especially when you don't even know it exists. It's the worst. all the parts back over. Okay. Well, they'll send you... I don't know if you can, or if they'll respond over email and send you shit. But if you're going through proper channels, they'll send you 2 pocket clips annually. See, here's the thing, right? About Benchmade. I don't expect to use my warranty. I don't buy a knife for the warranty usually. And if I do, I want a replace every part, no questions asked warranty, not a not a pay for it warranty kind of a thing, you know? Chris, what's up? Welcome back. We're just cleaning a bunch of knives that I got to resell. I had to restock on lower cost knives. I've noticed that a lot of the people that follow me don't have the money to be dropping on Chris Reeve and stuff like that. So I figured I should buy some more medium and budget pieces instead. And here we are. I have 3 Elementums in D2. I've got a QSP Penguin in D2 and Denim Micarta. That one still needs cleaned. I've got a Civivi Yonder. No, the this Civivi Yonder might actually have a bearing issue. No, my Umnumzon isn't for sale. I've got a Civivi Voltaic that I need to clean. I've got a Wii Banter in S35 that needs either a new clip or this one needs tensioned. And I think that's it. There might be another one. A Baby Banter. My buddy wants me to sell it for him. Anyway, next knife we'll be cleaning is this one. Boy, do I love it when I drop a bearing twice in a row. Yeah, that Yonder might have a bearing issue. With the kind of squeaking sounds I was just hearing from it, it might be worse than I think it is. Yes, Wesson hypes the shit out of their stuff. They don't make stuff that I'd be overly impressed with, though. Yep. I opened up a customized Quaken, and it had loose bearings, and I didn't know either. Luckily, I took it apart super slowly, and none of them went flying anywhere. But if they did, they would have rolled right under my toolbox and been gone forever. Go ahead and wipe off the stop pin real quick. Yeah, so the Orca 2.0, that one has caged bearings or washers. The older models though, they I think they're all loose. Yep. I wish that video got more views. That shit was hilarious to me. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure he was kind of mad about it, but God, that was funny. Yep. I've just decided that I'm not going to take people on their word anymore. Oh, I was nothing was the point, but I took apart a customized Boker Quaken and I didn't know that it had loose bearings. Luckily, none of them went like flying everywhere, but they did end up. It did scare the shit out of me. I did not expect that at all. Kingwin, what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, that's kind of an important thing to know ahead of time. I 100% agree with you. Because figuring that out the hard way is not fun. Yeah. Do all Herman knives have loose bearings? We'll see you later, Punisher. You have a good one. The worst part is when they're loose stainless steel bearings instead of ceramic bearings, because then they're magnetized and they stick to everything. Everything. Absolutely everything. Well, I guess I'll stay away from Herman's then. If they're all loose bearings, I don't want to deal with that. I take my knives apart all the time. Cages are the only way to go. And I completely understand that the loose bearings are definitely smoother. They really are. But I don't want to take the chance of losing. I like washers. I prefer washers over bearings. Want to know what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting some washers for my 562. A mini Praxis. There's a few knives that I want on washers that don't come that way. Exactly. That is exactly why I don't like bearings. Don't get me wrong, I don't do much of anything that would cause them to get dirty. But on the off chance that they do, sometimes they're a huge pain in the ass to clean. Yeah, those are the ones I'm looking into. Get them for my 562 Ti here. My dad's mini Praxis, because I don't want every once in a while it gets trapped full of pocket lint and then I got to clean it. I'd rather that not be mandatory. Don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly fine cleaning it. But what if I'm not around to clean it at the time that it needs cleaned? It's not like he's going to do it himself. It's not that he can't, he just chooses not to. From Buse, I think that's how you pronounce it. The block lock from Buse, yeah. That knife is a badass. I've wanted one of those too. It's either Buse or Busey, but I can't tell which. But yeah, that knife is an absolute badass. It's an integral too? Jesus. Well, that explains why they cost so damn much. What are they, like 11? $7? Damn, I thought they were way more expensive than that. Then again, I wouldn't be getting it in their fancy ass steel that they brag about so much. I'd be getting it in MagnaCut. Oh, I know what it looks like. I've never seen one in person, so I didn't know that it was an integral. That's insane to me. The amount of engineering that went into that shit has to be insane. For a lock to withstand, what was it, 2,100 pounds of force on the spine without breaking? That is really high. What about with it optioned with MagnaCut instead of their base model steel? God damn. Somebody liked a stiff pocket clip. Holy shit. Look at that. Who the fuck does that? No, it's 2,100 foot-pounds or 2,100 pounds of force on the spine of the blade, and the lock was still functional afterwards. That wasn't price. I think the price jumps by like $90 or something to get it in MagnaCut. Oh my god, KO, you're putting the pocket clip on backwards. I know. Dear viewer, I know. We're going to retension the pocket clip. Beautiful. Well, this isn't going to be my knife, and I don't want to hand it off to somebody with a pocket clip like that. That was ridiculously... There's no way that you could stick that in your pocket. Wonder if it came from factory like that. It had to have. Nobody's dumb enough to do that to their own knife, right? Right? Anyway, right back to being as smooth as it should be. So that is 3 elementums down. Next up is going to be the Yonder. Now this thing does have an issue. You should not be hearing sounds like that. I use this stuff. It works amazing. It was a half gallon of it for 20 something bucks. And it works pretty fucking good. So for those of you who think you need KPL, you're full of shit. Oh yeah, it works on... That's what I use for everything. I swapped it out. That's what I use on my Chris Reeve knives too. Oh, $873 for MagnaCut. That's not bad. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be more expensive. I just don't want to try Infi. I don't trust a steel that I know nothing about. Yeah, so for all you KPL fanboys, get over yourselves. Now, I'm not saying that this stuff is going to last just as long as the KPL, but this stuff is food safe. I don't know if KPL is food safe. I swear to God, if I end up selling my Nkosi to buy one of those, I'm going to be like mildly annoyed. Not pissed or anything, but just mildly annoyed. It's so expensive. It's like this tiny little bottle of this shit for $10. Don't do what? Don't sell my Nkosi? I have 2 of them. Is that rust? No, it's not. I've never taken one of these ones apart before. It's an interesting design. Well, let's get this taken apart. Don't want to snap a spring, so got to do it gently. $23 a bottle. And how much does the bottle hold? That's my whole point, is that it's so expensive. That's tight. I broke a bit. Shocker. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to take this side off. Fuck. That's not good. All right. $10 for $23 when I get a half gallon for about the same price. That's my problem. Oh, I broke it loose. Holy shit. I didn't break the bit. I just broke it loose. That took so much force. Why was that? So yeah, I will always recommend buying mineral oil. Oh, but it's a laxative. Well, quit eating it. Wonder how much is a dose for it to be a laxative. Never really looked into it all that much. All I know is I saw... I've taken apart an OTF once, and I've put it together twice. It was sent to me in pieces. So I've put an OTF together more than the amount of times that I've taken one apart. Yep. So I figured out how to put it together myself, by the way. Never looked it up. Probably one of my best accomplishments right there. Yeah, it's confusing when I don't explain it, huh? Okay. These things are a pain. Are there any tutorials on how to take these things apart? This is almost worse than a bug out. Go ahead and stick the bearings in there. Apparently, I have one of the only tutorials on how to take your Kershaw leak apart. Didn't expect that to be one of my saving graces, but that video gets a lot of views. It's like an old video too. I recorded that a few years ago. Oh, I don't need a tutorial. I was just curious. I find it interesting because this is a very complicated knife for almost no reason. Wow, that bearing track is perfect. Shit, dude. Wish they were all like that. My Rat 1.5 is a badass. Mettenboss was not at the knife show this year. Koenig was, though. Got to talk to their guys. Again. If TJ's looking for somebody to assemble knives at his forum, I wouldn't mind getting hired for that, though. No, I went to there's a show here in Boise that happens every year. It's sponsored by Chris Reeve, Nordic Knives, and a few other knife companies in the area. There's salt on this knife. That's what that sound was. All that stuff is salt. I mean, I'm not going to taste it to verify, but it could be sugar. I've had that happen. You go to swap parts and you put the old parts back in. I never used this knife, actually. I bought this one in this condition. Oh yeah, there's definitely some sort of... Yeah, let me just drop my scale. Oh. So how much do you think is fair for a Civivi Yonder? I want your guys' opinions while I'm pricing these things, because I do think that I price fairly. But lately I've been trying to move things a little quicker, so I'm doing lower prices than I usually do. And if it works out well, then I'll continue having lower prices. Oh yeah, my whole mat's covered in this stuff. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. $55 to $75. How much are they new? That's funny. Yeah, I've done the same exact thing with, what knife was it? I don't remember what knife it was, but I have definitely put old parts back in the old knife when I meant to put new parts in it. A leak, that's what it was. And I did it on a ZT 300 twice on the same knife. Liquid Grin, what's up? Haven't seen you in a long time. There we go. I don't know how long a long time is, but it's been that long. See, when I buy a knife for spare parts, I take the knife apart and then stick it in a bag. So that way none of the parts have any tension on them. Well, it's definitely entertaining. Ooh. I just put my bearing in the salt. Fuck. I am significantly better at putting things together than I used to be, yes. I'm also significantly better at sharpening. Yeah, it's acetone. I just bought like a giant fucking steel thing full of it, and I go through it very, very slowly. So what is that in? What steel is it in? Who makes it? What kind of what kind of piece is it? Holy shit, somebody's saying they're proud of me. That's a first. The fact that it's somebody I sold a knife to instead of my dad surprises me, but oh yeah, there's great. Now I gotta wait even longer. CPM 154. You spent how much on this thing? I really don't understand the pull for CPM 154. $1,000. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a bent Omega spring like that. What, do they just not give a shit at Civivi right now? Fuck, and if I try and fix it... God, they're so temperamental, too. If I bend it, I might snap it. God, working on these things kind of sucks sometimes. No, I didn't bend it. That's how it came out. No, there's no way. I didn't put enough pressure on it. I would have known. It's a Civivi Yonder. I'm cleaning it up before I put it up for sale. Oh, the worst part. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, that's definitely not how that works. Oh, what a pain. Okay. So you have to do this way. Oh, and these are on the wrong side. So that means this is the proper one that I need to have there. I think I'm going to have that removed for now. No, I have to have it installed. Jesus. What a complicated knife. I think this is worse than a bug out. I don't know if I'd paint it. If paint gets inside, that's not going to be a fun time. Yeah, you're probably not wrong with that. The less expensive, the harder they are. Smart. But I kind of like how knives look when they wear in, so yeah. Frame locks are just so simple. Less pieces than a liner lock. And when there's something wrong, it's pretty easy to tell what it is. It'll happen over time. Are you shitting me? I put it together backwards. You're kidding, right? No? Oh, thank God. I do maintenance on them because it gives me something to do. Well, okay. So put this together. I'm going to need this installed. Okay. There's that. Now the worst part is the bearings go and sit in the blade, and then I install the blade. Oh, what a load of shit. Swear I'm never taking one of these things apart again. I probably will, but it makes me feel better when I say that I won't in the moment. Okay. Take the blade off. Wipe all that down. Install the bearings. And hold them in place. Insert the blade assembly. And hope that things stay where I want them to. Just about. I need a pair of pliers. This fucking sucks, dude. I think I can do a 1911 in less than 5 minutes. It's been a long time. Don't make fun of me. I mean, shit, I could take a Glock apart way faster than this. And I don't even own one. What a pain in my ass. Loosen this. Loosen that. I do just about have it. I need the C to line up properly before I tighten it down, or else I'm going to break something. There we go. Yep. Got it. Then we put the stop pin in. Front scale. Yeah, spring's okay. It might need a replacement sometime relatively soon, but I can't tell. If I were allowed to do that on stream, I would. The thing is, my I don't own any pistols, so it's just rifles. And one of them's a bolt action, and it's just stupid simple. No, they don't shoot backwards when I'm done. They don't allow you to touch them on stream, yeah. Just fucking covered in either salt or sand. It's really fine shit, too, whatever it is. Well, it doesn't squeak like it used to, so that's a plus. Yeah, I hate sand. It gets everywhere. Yeah, that just sounds uncomfortable. Yes, you did say that out loud. Well, you typed it. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on the here. Great action now. No, I don't use KPL. I use mineral oil for everything. What do you mean? It's just this little bottle. Got it from Michael's. It was like $12 for 4 of them or something. I don't remember. What do you mean at Blade Bench? I won't sell these on Blade Bench. I don't like how they're increasing how much they charge people. Oh no, you can just go to your local drugstore and buy it. I got it from CVS. It's literally, when you order it, you get this much. You get a quart. I do try and have relaxing streams, yes. Every once in a while I'll go on a rant, but who doesn't? Yeah, so when you buy that stuff, when I bought it, it was buy one, get one half off. So I bought two. So I have a half gallon of mineral oil, and I am never going to run out. Now, being that it's a food safe item, I don't know how long until it expires, or if it expires. Why is it bad to only carry one knife? You can carry whatever you want. And if you like an OTF, then you like an OTF. Nobody's going to say, or nobody's going to force you not to have it. I just have other preferences. I carry usually 3. I'm gonna have to leave my my Enduro at home for a while. It's really, really hard on the thumbs. I carried a neck knife for a while. This thing is really, really hard on your thumbs. It's actually harder on your thumbs than my Sebenza was. You don't own more than one knife? You don't have to. I just have a huge collection, right? I buy and sell knives. Big collection. Whoop-de-doo. And after this one, next up is the QSP Penguin, and then I think a wee banter, and that's it. Is this a T9? I swear to God if this is a T9. It's a T9. No way. That's the first T9 I've ever seen on a knife. What a weird knife. Oh, thank God it's loose. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've never seen a T9 on a knife before. That's weird. I guess some clips are just like that from factory. Yeah, but I don't own a Grimsmo, so I can't talk to that. I'm pretty sure they do as well. But I think they also use only T9. This has T6s and T9. You just gonna let go for me, or? Thank you. This thing's an interesting piece. Do I want to keep it? No. But, definitely interesting. Oh, it's in nice condition, too. Oh, this thing's so simple. There's nothing interesting going on other than, like, the design, kinda. Nothing special. So basic. I kind of like that. Like I was talking about earlier with frame locks. They're just so simple. I think I have 3 more knives to clean, actually. I think I might sharpen them tomorrow. Like, sharpen the whole batch tomorrow. Go for it. If you don't want it, go for it and sell it. Who was it that was looking for a custom? Was that you, Chris? Or was that Paul? Because I just thought of a custom that my local pawn shop has. I have run out of Q-tips. Oh, the horror. The horror. Pardon me while I go try and find more Q-tips. What? You can say whatever you want. It's not going to bother me. Well, to a degree, but yeah. Oh, my back. Okay. Where'd all my extra Q-tips go? Oh. So I was right. I had a whole ass box of them sitting under cotton swabs. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but you'd be hard pressed to say something that actually bothers me. I mean, you can ask the other guys. Some of the things that I've been called, I highly doubt that you're going to get me. I'm just refilling my my Q-tip box. Give me a minute. I always fill this box with like 300 or something. 200. I would like to agree so. Be kind of funny if calling me a gentleman is what set me off. Yeah, this one is going up for sale right after I finish cleaning it. I need to sharpen it too, but it's not a huge deal. Take like 5-10 minutes. You know, I'm just going to leave that front scale on. Because if I take that off, I might strip a bit. And frankly, it doesn't need to be cleaned underneath that. It's new to me, but it's, no, they were 89 new. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. I'm probably going to sell it for around 45. Well, that was quick. Nah. Believe me, the people buying my stuff don't agree. You're just buying a used knife that's had maintenance done recently. As it should be. I think that before anybody sells a knife, they should clean it. I'm not saying they should sharpen it. Some people kind of suck at sharpening, but at the very least, it should be clean. Forgot to put the lanyard pin back. I had a chance to buy an SPK Lamia today for $600. I had to really think about that one. I do not sell on Whatnot. No, I sell directly on here. I don't like the whole, what's it called? The whole auction thing. It's usually just first come, first serve anyway. There's not usually more than one person interested in a knife. I've only ever had one time where two people were interested in the same knife. I think one of them just said the other person could have it. I mean, there's always new shit coming up, so. Like, my buddy's got 2 mini Griptilians and a full size, but they're all in 154 cm. He has 6 Kershaw leaks, but one of them's fake. A Launch 16 Tonto in M4. A Delica for the right price. I 100% agree that they are a decent blade steel. It's just when they get to being into the $1,000 range, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. So this one I have to be kind of careful with because these screws are painted, I believe, and I really don't want to scratch them. I want performance, right? I pay for performance. And CPM 154 doesn't do it for me. This is a baby banter. Yeah, I've got a mini Praxis on the table as well. It's a pretty decent knife for the price. That's what I got my dad for Father's Day 2 years ago. A lot of red paint. Yeah, I've never won a single giveaway. And that doesn't only apply to knives either, it's just giveaways in general. Yeah, I don't join the budget giveaways anymore because, you know, other people that enter, it might be like their dream knife or something. And frankly, a $40 knife just isn't going to do it for me. Yeah, it's almost midnight here. Not that I'm complaining. Rookie numbers right there. But yep, you have a good one. me with my 4-hour stream or whatever it was yesterday. Yeah, if a knife isn't gonna bring me joy, the same amount of joy that it would bring somebody else, I don't see a point in owning it. Okay, I guess I'll grab some more Q-tips. No, I'm thinking when I get a better paying job, I might just give away some nicer shit. The thing is, I only do shipping within the US. I will not ship outside of the US. I don't want to deal with customs. I don't want to deal with international shipping. I don't want to. So all my giveaways are for US residents only. But I'm thinking if I get another job that pays better, maybe once every couple months or something, I'll give away something actually expensive. Yeah, neither have I, and I just don't want to deal with it. The thing is, I will ship anywhere in the US, including territories and Hawaii and Alaska. Because if you use a flat rate box, you can ship to all those places. Anywhere that I can ship a flat rate box, I will ship. As long as I don't have to pay more than flat rate. Are you sure she didn't take the flight by herself? There we go. Maybe. Go ahead and put this thing back together. Where are Herman knives made? I guess I thought that Herman knives were made in the US. Rockstead, I'm pretty sure those ones are made in Japan, but I've never really had warranty issues. That's not true. The only warranty issue I've ever had... Poland. I can support that. They're like a pissed off Texas. Little Texas. It's hilarious. I've got a Kershaw Blur that has a cracked blade. That one needs to be sent back. When I send it back, though, I need to, I'm going to send it with another knife. Noticeable. It goes from the hole where the pocket or where the thumb studs sit all the way up to the spine. No, this thing's just about in perfect condition, other than a little bit of staining on the white G10. But I'll probably end up selling it for around 40. I'll show you that crack. You're gonna wish you'd never seen it. Believe me, I can have enough fun and match people's freak on stream. It's fun. Ooh. This one was riding around in a box with a whole bunch of other knives. I'm surprised that the paint is in this good of condition. What? I didn't even read what you said. No, these, I just got these all today. I was sitting there focusing on trying to get oil on the spot. Like I said, you guys can say just about whatever you want. It's not going to bother me. To a degree. Right? Speaking about harming other people isn't okay. Right? Making threats. You know. Stuff that should be obvious. Now, one thing I do expect is a baseline amount of respect from you guys where when I tell you guys to stop something, you need to stop. I think that that's more than fair. And it's never really for my sake. It's more of the other people in chat. Pretty much. That thing is in really good condition. It's actually the third one of these that I have in the house. I have 2 of this model. Now this one with having paint, the action isn't quite as nice as that other one, but other than that, no, I don't sell on Whatnot. I sell on here. Basically, you tell me you're interested in a model. I say, okay, hit me up on Instagram. You hit me up on Instagram, and then pay me over Cash App, and then I send you your knife. Either same day or following day. It's usually following day. And then about 4 or 5 days later, well, 3 to 5 days later, you have your knife. I don't need no middleman like Whatnot getting in the way and taking fees. My prices include shipping. I don't see what you said. Nope. You said you were worried I was going to ban you before explaining yourself, but I haven't seen anything else that you said. I'm still on only top messages, so I can't see some of the messages going on for some stupid reason. It'd always be like that. But yeah, I have knives in all price ranges. You must have said something terrible for YouTube to decide, well, we're just not going to show the YouTuber this one. I should go check what was said on my other phone real quick. And sit there and laugh when it's nowhere near as bad as what I was called the other day. Fucking YouTube. Oh. Hey, I got hit the next milestone. Sweet. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh well. I'm not concerned. If it was really bad, YouTube would have just completely banned you anyway. Oh, this one's gonna need to be washed. But I can't wash the micarta. Give me my damn pocket clip. I don't know. I've never been muted by YouTube before. I try my best not to screw around like that. Losing the ability to talk to other YouTubers on my channel would suck very greatly. That's pretty funny. That's about the best autocorrect thing I've ever heard. No mods? What do you mean? Like moderators? Don't need them. If you're talking about like modifying knives, nah. This one doesn't need mods. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this real quick. Behave. I'll be watching. Wouldn't have changed anything. I'm still me. Doesn't matter what platform I'm on. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, that hurt. It sounds like the moderators on Whatnot are dickheads. Oh, was somebody about to pay way more than they are new? That's just something that I would end up telling people. Shit, I sold a Mordax for like 200. Gimme, damn it. Maybe it was 220. The thing was like brand new when I got it. Somebody sold it to a local pawn shop and I picked that thing up so quick. Lou, what's up? Yeah, I flipped the cutting mat because I was using acetone, and acetone wipes the white off. Yeah, I'm just going to wait until Chris Reeve comes out with Magnamax. I think if anybody's going to do it right, they're going to do it right. It's currently in testing, by the way. That's some insider information that I have. Tim has, I think he has an Nkosi in Magnamax. Yeah, I just want my favorite knife in Magnamax. That's all I want. I should probably drop by and say, hey, can you put me on the list for a Magnamax blade while I'm here? So that way, when you guys start dropping them, I can just say, hey, I'm here for my knife. I own one Chavez. It's one of the blue label ones, though. It's not one of the really, really nice ones. Well, I've heard that Magnamax is supposed to go up to like 67 or 68 HRC, so 63 is definitely low. And it's not going to have the intended edge retention that it's supposed to have at 63. God, if I ever ran a whatnot, everything gets brittle at 67. Yeah, my problem is nobody does it consistently right now. Their consistency to me is a 1 point deviation, which means 62, 63, basically, or 65, 66. Well, ZDP 189 is known for being brittle, but when you see ZDP 189, it's usually a Sanmai, and the outside layer is some softer steel. Tungsten carbide isn't steel, but yeah, I did say everything. I'll admit that I screwed up by saying everything. Most steels get brittle at 67 HRC. I can't tell you a knife that's literally Oh, wait. Um, there's a few of them. Knives in Teravantium. It's dendritic cobalt instead of steel. I've got a Sandrin Torino and tungsten carbide. By the sounds of it, Relentless Knives has grade 5 titanium knives that have diamonds on one side. Yeah, Vanax doesn't rust. That's true. LC200N That cleaned up very nicely. Oh, I use it all the time. Yeah. There's a knife called the Sabata. It is sintered titanium uh ceramic. Terrain 365 makes them in cobalt. Yeah, if you guys are interested, there's a knife called the Sabata. The blade steel is supposedly around 40 HRC, but it has okay edge retention. Yeah, the cobalt knives run about 300. You might think that they'd be a little more spendy than that, but they're not. It is at this point in time that I would like to remind everybody that when I say it's only $300, I don't mean that I have a shit ton of money. Let me check. It is a proprietary um, business secret. They don't have it published. I think the only knife that I have in my collection that I never use like I've legit never used it for anything, is my Junkyard Dog 2 in titanium. So the blade steel is SG2, and apparently it's some really good shit. It's such a limited piece that I never want to use it. It's one of the few pieces that I have just because it's rare. It's the same reason why I still have my Umnums on, is because I don't think I could get another one for the price that I got it for. I've been trying to get rid of my Sandrin for a while now. And it's not one of those I don't like it deals. It's one of, well, I kind of don't, but it's more of a I have, or I want other stuff. Just cleaning it, and then we're gonna put it back together, which is what we're doing now. Yeah. It's a good knife. It's just, one, I never use it, and two, um, I want other stuff that's more expensive. I've thought about getting one of those a lot. The thing is, I have a local dealer that actually has a shortcut in stock. And knowing that I could have bought a real one instead of a fake one bothers me. The Strider was a little different. I was going into it believing that I was going to end up buying a real one. And after handling it, and everybody in the comments saying that this knife is better than their real Striders, I wanted nothing to do with it. Especially with all the alleged shit that he's done, I don't want to be involved with that. I'd rather just have knives that I enjoy. If that means getting rid of a blade material, then so be it. Plus, Sandrin makes another model that I want, but it's more expensive. Three hours and I'm almost done. I'm almost done cleaning. Oh, one more knife. A banter. It's my first Wii knife. It's actually, I think, the first Wii knife that I've ever held. No, it's acetone. Don't give me that. Come on. Yeah, I was looking into tungsten carbide razor blades, but a pack of 5 was like 126 bucks. And that is a lot of money for 5 razor blades. Yeah, it was 126 bucks for 5 of them. They might be more than that now because last time I checked was 2 years ago. Are you shitting me? This thing's so simple. It's literally just the same as a baby banter, just bigger. Is it wrong of me to have expected more? Well, hell, there's nothing wrong with this one. This one's clean. I'll still clean off the blade a little bit, but it's in good condition other than that. Not even. It's just 2 parts of liner on both of them. That doesn't mean it's not structurally sound. The scales on these things are pretty thick. I would trust G10 more than I would trust micarta. I'd trust those too, actually. Those lightweights are freaking beefy. Yeah, micarta's more expensive, but it's less... I think it's less structurally sound. Have you ever handled one of the lightweights? Specifically, like a Native 5 lightweight? Those things are beefy. And then, of course, it has a faux liner on the other side for the liner lock. No, I did not. It's one of those projects that I started on that I'll likely never finish. Because I don't like rough stonewash. Nope, it's just vertical. I forgot that I need to bend the pocket clip. Well, I'm going to try and do that real quick with the, this is the last knife that I'm cleaning tonight, so tomorrow we're going to do a whole stream of sharpening. Once you've started a vertical live stream, you can't swap. For the rest of the time that I'm live streaming, it will always be vertical. Now, if I started a horizontal one, it would stay horizontal the whole time. I can't do this on stream. Need to watch while I bend it. And if I snap it, then I snap it. Weird. It won't be recording in horizontal, I'll put it that way. I think I fixed it. Yeah, it's just the, I might do a horizontal one of these days. The vertical ones tend to get more, traction. Because there's people going through shorts that are, that pop in. They're kind of forced in here. That doesn't happen with the horizontals. Beautiful. Exactly how it should be. Yes, yes it is. Wonderful. How much is that thing brand new? Yeah, they're shredded carbon scales. Marbled, shredded, whatever. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find how much this thing is new. 131. What do you guys think? You guys think 95 is fair? It's 131 new. Yeah? Cool. I will sharpen them before I sell them, but I won't be sharpening them tonight. I've been sitting here for 3 hours cleaning, and frankly, I don't want to sharpen right now. I'll sharpen them tomorrow, though, on stream, so... So yeah, I'm going to stick these on the NAFS Facebook group tomorrow after I sharpen them. So if there's one that you want right now, tell me right now. If not, they'll be put up for sale on there. My thumbs are killing me right now. I was fidgeting with this thing all day, and the springs on this thing are so much stronger than they are on the bug out. I got used to the bug out, and this thing is very unforgiving. It depends. If they're clean when I get them, then I won't clean them. Like these weren't cleaned. They didn't need to be. But I have had some that were pretty dirty. This thing's a fucking beast. It's an absolute monster of a knife, but it's not huge. No blade play at all. You guys should look into this thing. The locking mechanism on this is pretty unique. It uses a different spring system instead of Omega springs. Yeah, I tend to, if I clean it, I use Dawn dish soap and warm water. and then I let it dry to the best of my ability, and then I stick it in a warm spot for all the water to bake out of it. I'll show you. It's pretty cool. One of them has been tested to 100,000 cycles without breaking. Sorry, just a sec, guys. I'm looking the guy up. So here's how they're designed. Yeah, they're patented. God, let me... So that's how the springs look on the inside. I'm going to send him a message and ask if he plans on having their patent pending anyway. Ask if he plans on making lighter detent models.
Update on our patent pending crossbar lock. We have hit 95,000 cycles. I did 30,000 at my house and then had to reset it to bring it over here, but we're at 95,000 cycles and counting. All right, another
Bet you that one's well broken in. What do you mean by a better profile? Oh, that's the comparison between the springs on this one and the Omega springs. The detent on these is very stiff. I don't know if you'd really want thumb studs. They feel interesting. It's got a break action kind of feel to it, where there's a lot of resistance until you hit a certain point and then they just give up. So when you push it back, you get about, what, halfway? And then the springs give out, and then it's easy after that. Oh, it's not the Bel Air, it's another old car name. I know which one you're talking about. Damn. It's $100 for 14C on that though. 14C and FRN. It's already 1 o'clock. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. That way I can go have dinner. I've been told that G10 is easy to drill, so I'll be drilling this side so that it's right-hand carry as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, day, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.